students, a warm welcome back to English class. How are you all? Hope you are all doing good. We have completed the chapter an officer and a gentleman. Today we will be dealing with the grammar part. So are you ready? Let's see. First we will be dealing with the simple present tense. First we will be dealing with the simple present tense, and we will be saying it, and we will be looking at simple future tense, simple past tense. Let's deal with the simple present tense now. Simple present tense are used. Simple present tense is used when we talk about a truth or habitual actions. Some of our habits are said in simple present tense. Is it clear? Let's look at some examples. The sun rises in the east. Please read with me. The sun rises in the east. Here it is a truth, right? Every day the sun rises in the east. So it is said in simple present tense. The sun rises in the east. Can you name out the subject from the sentence? Which is the subject of the sentence? The sun. Clear? What is the subject? The main part of the sentence, right? What is the verb of the sentence? What is the verb here? The verb of the sentence is rises. The verb of the sentence is rises, and the object in the east. The east. So the whole sentence can be divided into subject, verb, and object. That is a construction form of English sentences. Clear? The sun rises in the east. It is given in the simple present tense. We say this in this manner because we talk about the truth. The other truth can be the earth moves around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. That also is said in the simple present tense. Why? Because we talk about a truth. Clear? Let's see another example. I wake up early every morning. I wake up early every morning. Why do we use simple present tense to talk about a habitual action? This is a habit. Every day you wake up early morning. So that has to be said in simple present tense. I wake up early every morning. Is it clear? So we use simple present tense to talk about a truth, and we use simple present tense to talk about a habitual action. I hope it's clear. Now we are going to talk about the construction form of the rule for forming simple present tense. What's the rule we have to follow to construct simple present tense? That's given here. Simple present tense must start with the subject. Not only simple present tense, all other sentences has to be started with the subject. Subject plus V1. What is this V1? Have you ever heard about V1 before? Every verb has three forms. First form is base form. Base form of the verb or infinitive. The other one is past. And the third one, past participle. For example, a verb that you use most often, write. Clear? Write. Write is a verb. What is this is a base form. Write is the verb of the, and it's a base form. What is the past form of write? Wrote. Past form of the verb write is wrote. And past participle, written. What is that? Written. Clear? So every verb has three forms: base form, past form, past participle. Base form, past form, and past participle. Clear? When we talk about, or when we want to speak in simple present tense, the subject, after subject we take base form of the verb. We take base form of the verb, that is write. For another example, eat. What is the base form of eat? Eat. And what is the past form of eat? Ate. What is the past participle of the form eat? Eaten. Clear? So there are three forms for every verb. You have to learn many of them. Only then you can speak fluently English. Coming to simple present tense, the subject has to be there. Then V1 or base form of the verb has to be there. Then the object. Clear? Here subject, then base form of the verb. base form of the verb we usually say V1. Okay, past form of the verb we have to say V2, verb form 2, and the past participle V3. It is for the sake of understanding. V1, clear. Then go to object. So look at the sentence: subject plus base form of the verb plus object. Hereafter we will not be saying base form, we will be saying V1 or V2 or V3. When I say V1, you must understand it is base form, and when I say V2, you have to understand it is past form, and V3 past participle. Clear? So here we are subject plus V1 plus object. So you can construct a sentence called simple present tense. Is it clear? Simple present tense, subject plus V1 plus object. Can you make a sentence? Either you can speak about the truth or a habitual action. I go to church every day. I go to church every day. Or I drink 1 liter of water every day. I drink 1 liter of water every day. So, truth and habitual actions are usually said in simple present tense. If it is clear, we will move to the simple past tense. We will move to simple past tense. Are you ready? Students, now we will be dealing with simple past tense. I hope you understood simple present tense. Did you understand well? Simple present tense. Subject plus V1 plus object. Moving to simple past tense. We use simple past tense when we want to talk about an action that happened already and it has no effect anymore. Clear? An action that has happened and finished. It has nothing to do with the present. Clear? So such actions are said in simple past tense. For example, let us look at some examples here. Colonel Vasant stood by his beliefs. Colonel Vasant stood by his beliefs. Here, can you name? Here, can you say what is subject? Colonel Vasant. Colonel Vasant is the subject. And can you pick out the verb from the sentence? What is the verb here? Stood. We use stood here. What is it a base form or past form or past participle? Stood. Can you say? It is past form or V2. Past form or V2 form of the verb. If then, what is the base form of stood? Stand. Clear? Colonel Vasant stood by his beliefs. The Colonel Vasant stood by his beliefs. The remaining part of the sentence is called object. So I hope you understood the rule for forming simple past tense. Subject plus V2 plus object. Can you convert this simple past tense into simple present tense? Can you do it? What you have to do? You have to change the rule. That's all. Subject is there. V2 form of the verb is given here. What is that? Stood. What do you have to do? We have to change V2 into V1. The remaining things is same. Okay, subject is same. Object also is same. We need to just change V2 form of the verb. We have to change it to V1. Then we will get simple present tense. What is the V1 form of the verb? Stand. Colonel Vasant stands. Since it is third person, we need to use yes with the verb. That will come to later. Let us deal with now. Colonel Vasant stands by his beliefs. Colonel Vasant stands by his beliefs. Let's move to the second example. The Indian soldiers found a man hiding in the foliage. The Indian soldiers found a man hiding in the foliage. Here, can you pick out the subject? The Indian soldiers. The Indian soldiers make the part of the sentence, and which is the verb here? Found. Which is the verb here? Found. This is the V2 form of the verb. What is the V1 form of the verb found? Find. 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 Found. Found. Clear? So, subject plus V2 plus the remaining sentence called object. So we got the rule for forming simple past tense. Subject plus V2 plus object. Is it clear? We need to write it separately. Subject plus V2 plus object. Hope it's clear. You must be able to convert simple past tense into simple present tense and simple past tense into simple future tense. Any sentence given to you, you must be able to translate either into simple past tense or simple present tense or simple future tense. Okay. Hope it is also clear to you. Clear. Make always the distinction between simple present tense and simple past tense. Simple present tense, subject plus V1 plus object. Simple past tense, subject plus V2 plus object. Clear? Simple future tense. We use simple future tense to talk about something that we expect to happen in future. Clear? We use simple future tense to talk about something that we expect to happen near future. For example, his men will remember him as a great leader. His men will remember him as a great leader. Look at the second example. I will read the chapter. I will read the chapter. Here, let's examine the first example given here. His men will remember him as a great leader. What is the subject of the sentence? His men. Subject. And something else we have added here. What is that? Will. Subject plus will plus noun. What is the verb of the sentence? Become the verb remember. Remember is the verb. Is it base form or V1 or past form? V2 or past participle? V3. What is it? Remember. What is the base form, past form, and past participle form of the verb? Remember, remember, remembered, remembered. Clear? So here the base form is given here. So what we have to write? V1 or base form. Clear? Subject plus will plus V1 or base form. Then object. Hope you got the rule for forming simple future tense. Subject plus will plus V1 plus object. Can you make your own sentence one subject? Take any example for subject. Take your name. For example, Akhil. Add will. Akhil will. Use one V1 form of the verb. Any verb. Akhil will write or drink or eat or run. Akhil will run 2 kilometers. Akhil will run 2 kilometers. We don't know where, but he will run. Okay. So this is not happened or this is not happening. This is about what will happen. Clear? So look at the second example. Very easy and familiar sentence. I will read the chapter. I will read the chapter. Okay. Sometimes you give excuses to your parents. I will read the chapter. You are not telling when and where. Clear? I will read the chapter. Then I will read the chapter. Here, pick out the subject. I. Pick out the word read. This is the helping verb. Subject plus will plus V1 plus object. I will read the chapter. Subject plus will plus V1 plus the chapter is object, part of the sentence called object. Clear? Now I am again asking you, can you convert the sentence into past tense? I will read the chapter. Convert into past tense. I will read the chapter. First, what you have to do? Simple past tense. What is the rule for forming simple past tense? Subject plus V2 plus object. Take the subject I. Take V2 form of the verb. Read. Spelling is same but has to be pronounced read. I read the chapter. I read the chapter. That's a simple past tense of this sentence. Simple present tense of the same sentence. Simple present, you have to take subject I and you have to take base form V1. I read the chapter. I read the chapter. We must be able to convert any sentence, any simple future tense or simple past tense or simple present tense into other two sentences. Clear? So some exercises are given in your textbook on page number 55. Try to do it. Okay. Hope you understood this part. Should we revise once again? Simple present tense. What is the simple present? Simple present. What is the rule for forming simple present tense? Subject plus V1 plus object. Clear? What is the rule for forming simple past tense? Subject plus V1 plus object. What is the rule for forming simple future tense? Subject plus will plus V1 plus object. Always keep the rule in your mind along with an example either I have given or on your own. Clear? And do the exercise given on page number 55. See you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye bye.